So, I was always fascinated by mythologies from around the world. And the most well known mythology is the Greek mythology. Everyone knows something about the Greek mythology. Though there are some other mythologies that might be even creepier and more messed up than the Greek mythology. So, mythology is was important and we could say until now, yeah, for some people, because it was a way to explain the thing that they could not understand at the time. So, one of the most important topics in every mythology is the creation. Even the cultures that they don't have a well structured mythology, they have at least a story of a creation. So, I'm gonna look at the creation story as per the Greeks. And it says, in the beginning, there was only chaos or chaos, I'm not sure, which is the gaping emptiness. Then, either all by themselves or out of the formless void sprang forth three more primordial deities, which are Gaia, Earth, Mother Earth, Tartarus, the underworld, and Eros, which is love. So, love was there at the very beginning. And because of love, Eros, Cupid, name it whatever you name it, because love was there, Gaia and Chaos, which are the two female deities, were able to procreate and shape everything known and unknown in the universe. Two female deities. So I guess those were the first lesbians, as per the Greek mythology, but they were able to create and whatever. Chaos gave birth to Erebus, which is darkness, and Nyx, which is the night. Erebus slept with his sister Nyx, and that was the first incest. And out of this union, Aether, the bright upper air, and Hemera, the day, emerged. Well, so we learn from here that from darkness comes the light. Well, that sounds like a U2 song, but can't remember which one is it. Anyway, feared by everyone but her brother. Of course, he would not fear you. Nyx. Nyx or the night fashioned a family of haunting forces all by herself. So, among others, her children included the hateful Moros, Fate, the Black Care, Doom, Thanatos, which is death, Hypnos, ooh, I know that, Sleep, Oniroid, Dreams, Garrus, all. Wait a minute. Are they gods? 'Cause I don't know, like as per the Greek mythology, like I'm not sure if the gods were only like the Titans and the Olympians, or even those are gods. Because if they were, that's mean those Greeks they have a god for everything. Like who needs a god for like old age, years, or deceit? Oh, that's a good one. Philotes, sexual pleasures. That's gonna have a big role. Or anyways, there's Momo's blame and uh, Hesperides, the daughters of the evening, the hookers. Meanwhile, Gaia gave birth to Uranus. And in spite of that, some scientists they're trying to make who everyone says Uranus sounds childish. They're saying that no, actually the name is Uranus or Uranus or whatever, but it's Uranus. I'm gonna say Uranus. All right, huh? So Uranus, the starry sky. Uranus became Gaia's husband. That was the first motherfucker. So, surrounding her from all sides. Together, they produced three sets of children: the three one-eyed Cyclops, the 300-handed Hectancrus, and the 12 Titans. And of course, when you do it with your own mother, of course, what were you expecting? Of course, you're gonna get Cyclops and 300-handed whatever, and the Titans. It's also an anomaly, huh? Anyways, however, Uranus was a cruel husband and even a crueler father. He hated his children and didn't want them to see the light of the day. So what did he do? He imprisoned them into the hidden places of the earth, which is Gaia's womb. And this angered Gaia. Like, couldn't you just push? Okay. So, she plotted with her sons against Uranus. She needed weapons. That's why she made a sickle and a harp. And I understand. I get the sickle. Why? I know the purpose of it. But a harp? I don't know about that. We'll see. Maybe we'll know something about it. Okay. So she tried to incite her children to attack Uranus, but all of them were too afraid except the youngest Titan, which is Kronos, the scary Kronos time, the one that is scaring us until now. So Gaia and Kronos set up an ambush for Uranus. Uranus was preparing to lay with his mother, Gaia. So Kronos castrated him with the sickle. Ooh. And now we know the benefits of the sickle. And I'm still waiting for the harp. Anyone knows, let me know. Alright? After he castrated him and throwing his severed genitals into the ocean, it is unclear what happened to Uranus. Well, some of you know, but okay. Saying he either died or withdrew from Earth and maybe he became the planet that we know today. So, from the blood that was spilled on the earth due to his castration, emerged the giants, the Melia, which are the ash tree nymphs, and the Uranus, the Furies. And yeah, I am not sure about the pronunciation of those names, so take it as it is. Heh. And from the sea foam that was produced when his genitals fell into the ocean arose Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty. So, the goddess of beauty was a direct result of a castrated penis. Yeah, how romantic. So, Kronos became the next ruler. And what did he do? He imprisoned the Cyclops and the Hectancrus, his own brothers and sisters, and he imprisoned them in Tartarus, the underworld, and set the dragoness Campe to guard them. And this Campe doesn't look anything like a dragoness. I would have called it a scorpioness or what? She looks like a scorpion. And then he married his sister, the Titaness Rhea, who bore him 5 children. However, Gaia and Uranus, both of them prophesied that Kronos would eventually be overthrown by one of his sons. That sounds familiar, huh? So much like his father. Kronos mistreated his children. But he started devouring each one of them at the time of birth. Ah, that reminds me of a painting by Francisco Goya depicting Saturn, which is the Roman name of Kronos. Because the Roman and the Greek mythology are like very similar, kind of the same, just minor differences, including the names. So, Rhea was distressed by Kronos' treatment of her children, and just like Gaia, she plotted against her husband on the advice of her mother, who had an experience with her own husband or son, whatever. When it was time to give birth to her sixth child, Rhea hid herself on Crete Island. So she left the newborn child to be raised by the nymphs of the island, and to conceal her act, she wrapped the stone in a piece of cloth and passed it off to Kronos as the supposed baby, who, unaware, swallowed it. Ah, so you're telling me that Kronos, the scary titan, was fooled by a stone? Like he did not know the taste of the child, the sixth one, like that. That one tastes like a stone, and he already had an experience. He already tasted five of them. So I don't know, like how he couldn't recognize a baby from a stone. But anyways, it's mythology. So that child that was supposed to be swallowed by Kronos was Zeus. Yeah, the famous Zeus, raised by the nymphs Adrastea and Ida, or Ida, and the she-goat Amalthea, she-goat. So he quickly grew into a handsome youth in a cave on the Cretan mountain Ida. So when the time came, he left Crete and asked his future wife, the Titaness Metis, which is wisdom. He asked her for an advice on how to defeat Kronos. So she answered by preparing a drink that Kronos would not recognize from his favorite wine. Ah, this Kronos is a fool. And that drink was designed to make him vomit for ages and ages. So Zeus disguised himself as the god's cupbearer, and after a while successfully slipped Metis' drink to Kronos. The plan worked perfectly, and Kronos started vomiting and spilled out all the siblings of Zeus. But only after throwing up the stone, which was supposed to be Zeus. And that stone was called the Omphalos. And the stone was later set up at Delphi by two eagles Zeus sent them to meet at the center of the world. Sent them into different directions. Wherever they meet, that's the center of the world, fellas. So, overwhelmed with gratitude, Rhea's children, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, recognized Zeus as their leader. So, I think it's enough for today. Yeah. So that's a part. After that, there's a war between the gods, which are the Olympians, and the Titans. Anyway, that's enough for today. Ga, ga. Okay, it's done. And if you still have nothing else to do, you can come back later, and we'll talk about the rest of it. The rest of this creation story. All right.